as much support as we possibly can. We want them to have as many resources as they can. We're also against the imposition of Islamic blasphemy law and Sharia law in the UK. We want to ask where the money's coming from to support these groups. We know there's a report that's gone out. We want to see that report published. And I want to say this as a close. There is no acceptable level of terrorism. There is no acceptable level of terrorism. Living in a big city does not mean that you should be part and parcel of terrorist attacks. We should be able to live in a big city. The government has given advice. If there's a terrorist attack, on what to do. It's the complete opposite of what squaddies want to do. They've told us to run, hide and tell. I want to say this: if there's a terrorist attack, stand, fight and protect!
They can deny it. They think they're secure in their future. They're not. This movement, along with the FMA, has got to grow. This time next year, we need to see 1 million people on the streets. Yeah! That's achievable. It's not only achievable, it's a must, because we face a casualty disaster in front of us. None of our political parties are interested. They're all afraid. They're all sit back, and they're all frightened of one thing. Sadly, so are the police, and they admit it. They're frightened of the backlash. Because the backlash will be violence. None of us want that. Many of us here are serving violent zones. We don't want to see that. But we're going to get pushed into it. And only by putting numbers on the streets and forcing our political leaders, no matter which party it is, that they have to take us seriously. They have to change direction. Because the failure to do that means we all have to take the knee. Our daughters rely on the burgers. We can't have that. I've got granddaughters. I must see this fight through, my end. But I want to make sure when I go, there's enough people on the streets. There'll be enough people on the streets in the legacy I held, along with these brave men and women, to make sure the fight goes forward. Love you all to death. Thank you very much for coming.
To feature on a narrative, and if the story doesn't fit the narrative, i.e. that these people have come in here, they're not the sort of bother-booted white skinheads, then it's quite boring. I mean, you always follow these accusations of racism. Well, no doubt you'll speak to Mike Owen a bit, who's a black guy, who's a friend of mine, who's actually invited me. It's a rum old situation when a white and a black guy turn up and both of them get accused of being racist. So, and we're both former police officers who work together. We're both former soldiers.
Who's next? This gentleman here, Mike. No, is it Mike? Yes. Right. I saw you last time. You were in a very dapper jacket last time. Yes, very smart.
Karina's been promoted to journalist now.
Okay.
Next week I'll probably be the cook. Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming. Okay, so is there anything that you'd like to actually say as to why you're here today?
Well, the reason why I'm here, obviously, I met Richard in the last meeting in London. That was a Veterans March in central London. And it's very personal to me, right, because I, for one, have lost a friend, Keith Palmer, who was killed. He was a police officer. He was killed. He was a police officer, friend and colleague of mine. Who was killed outside Westminster. And also, I have a friend of mine, Wayne Marks. Unfortunately, he was the police officer who tackled the 3 terrorists by himself at London Bridge. He is now slowly recovering, but it's scarred him for the rest of his life. He doesn't know if he's got a career once he finishes, once he goes through rehab. But I'm here to support them and my beliefs. We worry about our children, their children. We've got a lot of problems ahead of us, and we want to be safe. We need to be safe, and that's the reason why I'm here. I invited my friend Ian, who is also we served together, and Mike, who was my boss when I was in the police. We both retired.
Move about, mate. Good to see you. We'll have a chat later. Nice one, mate. Cheers. This is fantastic. All of a sudden, it's just erupted. So this is fucking brilliant. Let me get up here. Right. Here we go, guys. My God, all of a sudden, FLA, DFLA, all converging. What's that? DFLA exposing grooming gangs, terrorising our communities. That is not racist to say that. That is just truth. The feeling here. Hello there, Dan. How you doing? I said, did you get home okay? Oh, a long story. Oh, Jesus. This is the man that he offered to take me down to to London in the car. You all right, pal? Sorry, mate, I'm just kind of filming here. Yeah, and we had a blowout, so there was a lot going on. A hell of a lot going on. But my word, it's... let me see if I can make my way around, see if I can get some better sights. Right.
I'll walk right back to him.
Oh, look. Beautiful. What a beautiful sight, eh? Gurkhas coming out to support the cause.
Let's get one up the square, please.
Absolutely fantastic.
Everyone round up the square. Thank you very much.
Hey, talk about patriotism. Look, how proud did he look? Fantastic. Cheers, mate.
You just make a better room. We've got another 1,000 people around here when they come round.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, well done. Thank you.
He's genuinely suffered for his faith, and to me, he's a hero. He is a real hero.
The government or the council or anyone help you out?
There's a combination of things, actually. You have obviously militant radical Islam running rampant for so many years, unchecked. The spirit of lawlessness with impunity. And of course the police and the authorities are terrified of being labelled as Islamophobic, and then sort of obviously terrified of some kind of Muslim backlash. And so if I can sort of equate it with the Rotherham and recently with the Telford abuse, it's just simply the case of race relations. We mustn't offend Muslims, and yet we know the damage that's been done to these poor children, the families, actually. And so you know, it's the political correctness of this age, and it just there has to be now a turnaround because the way this country is going, and of course, in my respect, if I can quickly interject, I've been subjected to Sharia in a country where I was born and raised, and even growing up as a Muslim. We had freedom, and we weren't like this. You know, you went to school, you mixed, you gelled, you got on with every community, and then you went to mosque. You went there for a couple of hours, you know, tuition. You came home, and you were British again. It wasn't like this when I was growing up, actually. But now, I'm being subjugated under Sharia law in this country for converting to Christianity. The story's been oppressed for over 18 years.
Do you think the government wants this to create division?
They feel by not acting, they're creating division. You see, they've been hoodwinked actually, and they're on this sort of game of appeasing, and we know appeasement doesn't work, you know, and we just got to look back over these few decades. And so, you know, these people are doing what they do best under Sharia, actually, and subjugating people like myself, converts. You know, and this isn't. I haven't subscribed to Sharia in this country. I've subscribed to British values and British law, who have failed miserably. Theresa May was the Home Office Minister. She knows about my family. She knows the situation, and she's turned a blind eye actually. And they continue on this sort of campaign of political correctness. You know?
Well, I interviewed a guy from Iran or Persia. Or Iran, Persia.
Yes,
and,
you're right. Yeah, it's an ancient name for Iran.
Well, he referred to it as Persia, and he said that he'd come here 8 years old, I think, or he'd seen things going wrong in Iran, and now he's moved here, and now he's seeing the same thing happening.
I've been lamenting this. We've been suffering this for 18 years and over, and I've been lamenting this. As we've been terrorized, we've had acts of terrorism. The police, the Bradford police, have deliberately and willfully looked away, left us wide open, and actually they almost cost me my life in November of 2015. You can see the attack. It's been put on by the British Pakistan Christian Association, and if it wasn't for the Barnabas Fund, a dear Christian organisation, I wouldn't be on the roof, because what's happened is, after my attack, it took me several months to get my feet. I was kneecapped, suffered a broken hand. The police, by the way, have called it an assault. I mean, can you understand this, you know? Yeah, and the moral story is this, actually, that November of 2016, I had 10 armed police officers descend upon my home like a SWAT operation, and I literally had no choice, for the sake of my family, their sanity, to walk away from my home. It's still there. I can't enter Bradford without armed police protection. How has it come to this? How has it been allowed to come to this? I'm just a family man at the end of the day. I've lost my career. We've lost everything.
And there's nowhere to run.
There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. And so we are in a very safe location now. I call it safe only because there is no Muslim community anywhere near us for miles and miles. What a sad state of affairs, actually, because I simply cannot trust a next chappie to incite, to stir, to whip up hysteria and have ourselves targeted again. So that's how it is.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for speaking.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.